Dear viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. And today we are discussing about enzyme-based biochemical test of Imvic test. First of all, I am A. Satyaraj, Department of Microbiology, Sacred Heart College, Tirupattur. First of all, indole test aim to detect the ability of the microorganisms to degrade the amino acid tryptophan and produce indole. Culture medium used. Tryptophan broth will be used for indole test. Indicator Covax reagent or Ehrlich reagent will be used for the indicator of indole test. Principle. The aim uh, the amino acid tryptophan present in the tryptophan broth is acted upon by the enzyme tryptophanase produced by bacteria and converted into indole, pyruvic acid and ammonia. The presence of tryptophan broth will be used for the indole test. The presence of tryptophan, the bacteria will producing the enzyme tryptophanase produced by bacteria and converted into indole, pyruvic acid and ammonia. Indole reacts with the indicator Covax reagent or Ehrlich reagent and produce red color ring at the top. Result of indole test. Positive indole test will be the presence of red color ring at the top of the tryptophan broth. No red color ring formation is negative result for the indole test. Positive indole test formation of pink to cherry ring, cherry red ring. Negative indole test no cherry red ring. Indole positive bacteria Escherichia coli, Proteus vulgaris, Enterococcus faecalis, Klebsiella oxytoca, Flavobacterium species, Haemophilus influenzae, Pasturella maltosida, Pasturella pneumotropica, Edwardsiella species, Bacillus alveoli, Aeromonas hydrophila, Aeromonas punctata, Pleisomonas sigilloides, and Vibrio cholerae. It is all coming under the indole positive bacteria. Indole negative bacteria, Bacillus species, Lactobacillus species, Klebsiella pneumoniae, Proteus mirabilis, Salmonella species, Shigella soni, Pseudomonas species, Serratia species, Yersinia species, Pasturella hemolytica, Pasturella uriae, Haemophilus species, Enterobacter species, Heromonas salmonicidia, and Alkaligens species. These are coming under the indole negative bacteria. Methyl red test. It is a mixed acid fermentation test. Methyl red test aim to determine the ability of the bacteria to produce stable acid end products by mixed acid fermentation of glucose. Culture medium used for MR test. MRVP broth will be used in the culture medium of MR test. Indicator methyl red reagent is a indicator of MR test. Principle some bacteria can convert glucose to pyruvic acid by glycolysis process. Organisms metabolizing pyruvic acid by the mixed acid pathway will produce more acid at end products such as lactic acid, succinic acid, formic acid and acetic acid and maintain an acidic environment. Methyl red is a pH indicator which remains red in color at the pH of 4.4 or less. If an organism produces large amount of organic acid from glucose fermentation, the MRVP broth medium will remain red after the addition of methyl red. The organism will producing the glucose to pyruvic acid by glycolysis process. The bacteria will producing the end product of mixed acid pathway will producing large amount of acids. The pH will be 4.4 or less means the MRVP broth medium will remain red after the addition of the methyl red. Result of methyl red test. Presence of red color ring will be positive result for MR test. No red color formation will be negative result or MR test. Positive MR test. Red color weak positive MR test. red to orange color, negative MR test yellow color. MR test positive bacteria Escherichia coli, Streptococcus mitis, Citrobacter species, Shigella species, Yersinia species, Edwardsiella species, Salmonella species, Vibrio farnesi, Vibrio fluvialis, Vibrio vulnificus, and Vibrio parahemolyticus. These all coming under the MR test positive bacteria. MR test negative bacteria, Streptococcus viridans, Listeria species, Enterobacter species, Klebsiella species, Serratia species, Serratia marsans, Vibrio elter, and Vibrio alginolyticus. These all coming under the MR test negative bacteria. Vargas Proscott test. This also called VP test. It is a production of acetone formation. Detect the production of acetone, acetyl methyl carbamyl or 3-hydroxybutanone during the fermentation of glucose. Culture medium used for Vargas Proscott test. MRVP broth will be used for the culture medium. Indicator 5% alpha naphthol is a VP reagent A and 40% potassium hydroxide will be a EVP reagent B used for VP test of Vargas Proscott test. Principle: bacteria fermenting sugars via butanidol pathway produce acetone as an intermediate which can be further reduced to 2,3-butanidol in the presence of VP reagent B. The acetone is oxidized to diacetyl, a reaction which is catalyzed by VP reagent A. Diacetyl reacts with guanidine group associated with molecules contributed by peptone in the medium to form a pinkish red colored product. VP test positive will be reddish pink color at the surface. No reddish pink color formation is a negative result for VP test. Positive VP test formation of pink color at the surface. Negative VP test lack of pink color. VP test positive bacteria Streptococcus viridans, Listeria species, Enterobacter species, Klebsiella species, Serratia marcescens, Vibrio elter, and Vibrio alginolyticus. These all coming under the VP test positive bacteria. VP test negative bacteria Escherichia coli, Streptococcus mitis, Citrobacter species, Shigella species, Yersinia species, and Edwardsiella species, Salmonella species, Vibrio farnesi, Vibrio fluvialis, Vibrio vulnificus, and Vibrio parahemolyticus. These all coming under the VP test negative bacteria. Citrate utilization test. It is a presence of Simon citrate agar used for this citrate utilization test to detect the ability of the bacteria to utilize sodium citrate as a sole carbon source and ammonium salt as sole source of nitrogen. Culture medium used Simon citrate agar used for the culture medium of citrate utilization test. Indicator bromothymol blue is used for the indicator of citrate utilization test. Principle: Simon citrate agar is used for the citrate utilization test. The medium contains citrate as a sole carbon source and inorganic ammonium salts as the sole source of nitrogen. Bacteria that can grow on this medium produce an enzyme citrate permease which is capable of converting citrate to pyruvate. When the bacteria metabolize citrate, the ammonium salts are broken down to ammonia, which increases alkalinity above pH 7.6. The shift in pH turns the bromothymol blue indicator in the medium from green to blue. When in this process of citrate utilization test, when the bacteria produce or increasing the pH of the medium, the bromothymol blue will be the natural color of green. When the pH will be increased above 7.6 means the bromothymol blue medium will be an indicator. It will be turns to green color to blue color. Result of citrate utilization test. Presence of blue color will be the positive result for citrate utilization test. No blue color is negative result for citrate utilization test. Positive citrate utilization test. Color change of slant from green to blue. Negative citrate utilization test. No color change of slant. Slant remain green color. Citrate utilization positive bacteria, Salmonella species, Erbacteriella species, Citrobacter species, Klebsiella species, Enterobacter species, Serratia species, Providencia species, and Vibrio vulnificus. Citrate utilization negative bacteria, Escherichia coli, Shigella species, Morganella species, Yersinia species. These all coming under the citrate utilization negative bacteria. These all about the enzyme based biochemical test of Imvic. Thank you for watching.